loves, it's Elle. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about how I stay fit and in shape, all toned up as a high school student, because I feel like being in high school, I feel like everyone like at some point is like, man, I want to get in shape. I want to be more fit. So here is my advice on how I've achieved this. So to start off with, my biggest advice is just being active in general and being like an active person and not always just sitting around. And for me, this has always been through playing sports. And in high school, it's really easy to do a sport, do something. And that way you're automatically through practice, you're just being active and you're moving your body, which is so good for you. And for me, so I did volleyball, school volleyball, and club volleyball for freshman and sophomore year of high school, while also riding horses competitively, and I'm still riding horses competitively. I'm just not playing volleyball anymore. So normally I go and I ride probably 5 times a week, and that's in itself is pretty active and a bit of a workout. Now, when I'm not riding, and if you don't do a sport, go on walks outside, walk your dog, go on a fun nature walk, people call them hot girl walks. I personally, for my mental health, I have to be outside every day for just 30 minutes, and it makes me so much happier. So if I'm not going to the barn and I'm not riding my horse, I go on a walk. I take my dog on a walk, or I just get out, go on a walk. It makes me feel better. My body feels better. It's just I'm getting that movement in. Now, okay, so the big 2 components are exercise and diet. I think diet plays a bigger impact on, how you look aesthetically. Now, this can be tricky because you want to keep your relationship with food good. And I think a lot of high school girls, we've struggled with that. And it's okay, you're just wanting to track macros and track things, all of that, which I think honestly is just, for me, it didn't really work. It was too much. It caused more stress. And when your body's stressed, I think that does affect it a lot, and how you'll how you mentally feel and how your body will show stress. My biggest tip is trying to eat a whole foods diet, just eating whole foods and limiting the amount of added sugars you have, even if they're more natural. I would do more natural sugars, and just try to limit a ton of added sugars. I think that really helps with my skin, all of that, the whole gist. Now, for the diet of whole foods, just things that are found, that grow naturally or come from animals, that are natural. It's easy, it's simple. So for me, for breakfast, I love making my own breakfast at home. Breakfast is probably my most important meal, because I'm super hungry in the morning and I will be in a horrible mood if I don't have breakfast. And I've also heard that it plays a big impact on your hormones, eating breakfast in the morning. It's good for you. So I recommend eating breakfast before school, that I have energy for school and I can actually do well in school. So I like making smoothie bowls. Sometimes I make pancakes, just something yummy. I'm a sweet tooth, but I love just doing a simple, easy, healthy, whole food breakfast. And you can make whole foods fun. And along with that, with the recipes, you can recreate, I make a healthier whole food, protein pancake, banana pancake, that is better nutrients, has more vitamins. It's a better version of pancakes than what you're gonna get from IHOP. They both taste good, but nutrition wise, the ones, the special ones you're making at home that are with more whole foods, natural ingredients, so much better for you. So that's just a little tip, is trying to find clean, they're called clean eating. I feel that's how you would categorize it. It's kind of hard to just say oh, I eat clean, because what clean, you wash your vegetables, you wash your fruit as you should, but just looking for recipes that are copycat recipes for something, or recreating it with more whole foods. Now for lunch for school, I think a big thing is going out to eat in high school. We're always going out to eat. It's so easy just to go hop to a fast food place at school. my biggest tip is to avoid the fast food places that are like the fried, greasy fast food, icky. But now there are like some healthier fast food options. Like I love getting like and when you do go out to eat like anywhere, try to pick something that is like a healthier option, like a healthier option on the menu. That way like you can still go out to eat, like you're still having fun, enjoying what you're eating, but like don't get something like fried. That's not good for your body, does not make your stomach feel well. But I love Chipotle, like Cava, like there's salad places like Sweet Green, places like that I really like. Also a big thing for me that I love to get, and it's usually more affordable, is like Whole Foods has like a hot bar where you can get like pre-made like home cooked meals, and a lot of like grocery stores have those. There's a natural grocery store where like by my school that does that, and it's so good. You'll always see me eating like their homemade style like hot like buffet meals, and it's like all organic, natural, so good. I also do like pre-made meals. Like I'll try to like meal prep something and have that like every day for lunch that week, and like come home and eat that, and that way I'm not like trying to make lunch, but it is meal prepped. Or I'll put leftovers from like a dinner in a meal prep container. So it's really easy to do that. Now for dinner, I think like it's really like you just want to like look for these whole food, clean eating recipes, which that might be like, okay, well, how do I do that? Like, am I cooking dinner? Sometimes I cook dinner for my family, but I also kind of had a conversation with my parents when I started really wanting to get into my health and fitness. I was like, hey, like I want to eat healthier. Like there's so many benefits if we eat healthier. We already ate at home as a family, like home cooked meals all the time, but we just like swapped out some things, and as a family we now all eat like really healthy and we all feel amazing. So that is just something like, talk to your parents, don't be afraid to. But 80-20 is so real. Like we still go out to eat like once a week for dinner at least, like we do like an eating out, but like what I said, like try to pick better meals like that are like more like healthier, like something that you would be eating every day. You're not on a diet, you're just making a lifestyle change. Now like when you go travel, instead of people are be like, oh, you're on vacation, just like relax, have fun, like that works for some people, but I like just to have balance in my everyday life. So I like to have balance when I travel, and I just kind of like try to keep up with like acting like I was at home. And honestly, like I think that like I feel my best that way, and just like living a certain lifestyle rather than like swinging back and forth and ping-ponging around. Now exercise, I used to be so strict with working out like every single day, and then I got better like implementing more rest days. Now being a senior in high school, I've been so busy recently, so my workout routine is like not like perfect, but something that I've really been enjoying is listening to my body and being like, okay, like what do I want to do like for workouts today, and kind of changing up the type of workouts. But right now I'm really loving like doing Pilates. I try to go to a Pilates class maybe like once a week, and more so for fun, like it's like a treat to myself and it's something fun to go do that I enjoy. So I like to go to a Pilates class. I'll do at-home Pilates, like you can look it up on YouTube. I'll run. I like to use the Peloton app, that's really helpful. And then I like to do low weight resistance training at the moment. I was doing some heavier weight, but honestly that didn't feel the best for me, so I'm kind of like changing it up. And sometimes like 12-3-30 is so good. I love 12-3-30. Just like put on a Netflix show and like go walk on an incline on a treadmill if it's like cold outside, or you're just like, I don't really like want to do something. It's a great form of cardio. I'm also like trying to get more into running, just because I want to be able to run farther distances and like maybe run a race. But just like implementing like maybe like 4 workouts a week, and just figuring out like what your body likes. And if you really want to like be toned and, you know, like have those abs, all of that, I would say like you need to build muscle first. So like that's where the weight training kind of comes in. I'm someone, I've already built a lot of muscle, and I spent quite a bit of time of building muscle, and I am now like just trying to like maintain the leanness and the muscle I have. So it's kind of like more relaxed. And so like I would say like if you have a very, very high percent body fat, like maybe trying to like lose a bit of body fat first, and then also like put on some muscle, gain that muscle, and then you can lose some more body fat, and that's kind of like, you know, you get toned. And I think honestly, like, you're not having to focus so much on your diet when you're eating whole foods and listening to your body, like when you're hungry, like when you're not hungry anymore. Those are some big things. Now, that's like food, nutrition, exercise, all of that. Like, you know what everyone kind of tells you. But here's a big thing that I think plays a big role on like how I feel in my body, and like when I look in the mirror, I'm like, I love this person. Or, you know, it's mental. Like, you have a mental thing. So for your mental health, just try to make sure like you're keeping your mental health in check. Prioritize your mental health. Take care of yourself, however that may be, like with your anxiety, depression. Try to get all of that. Get professional help if you need it. Get that all under wraps. Things for me, like, I like to have routines. Like, a bedtime routine is so important because sleep is important. Because when you're tired, your body is stressed. So I like to like have a little routine before I get to bed where it's consistent, so my body knows it's winding down, it's going to bed. And I would say I sleep at least like 8 hours every night. Like, that's the minimum of what I try to get. And I think that's like made a huge difference on like my performance, my stress levels, all of that is sleep. So to kind of like get to sleep, you might be like, okay, like what are some ways to help you like fall asleep if you're someone that like really struggles? So like, I like to take my shower at night, do my skincare, and then I'll go read. Sometimes like I'll watch a little TV, and then an hour before I want to go to sleep, I'll turn off the TV. Like, I'm not watching TV anymore. I try to get off my phone. I read a little. I spray like my little pillow mist, turn off the lights, and I might have to lie there for a bit to fall asleep, but that's okay. Just like letting sleep come naturally. And then other things that are like helpful if you're like someone who's always has racing thoughts or you're stuck in your head a lot, is journaling. Everyone says journaling. I'm not very consistent at it, but when I am really stressed or anxious and I journal, that usually helps to an extent. I really enjoy that. But also, it's just like the whole like being in shape in high school, like you can have balance, you can be fun. And I think like if you get to the point where you're so focused on like, I have to be in shape, like I have to have perfect chiseled abs and all of this, you're gonna miss out on a lot of fun. And that's like coming from like my personal experience. And also like 80-20, like you can have fun, all of this. I personally don't even crave like a fried chicken sandwich anymore. Like, that sounds gross to me. Like, I just know that would like make my body feel sick. Like, I crave whole foods. I love the taste of them. They're so yummy. So like, that's my lifestyle. That's what I eat. And also, don't be afraid to like tell your friends, like, this is what I like to eat. I'm going to order this. Now, you don't have to push it on them, but also don't let other people like shame you, like, oh, you don't eat like chicken strips anymore. Like, ooh, like, no, like, if you don't want to eat chicken strips, if you want to eat whole foods, eat your whole foods. It's your life, it's not theirs. So make sure though you're not like ditching your friends so you can like go diet. Like, no, like, you're not on a diet, it's a lifestyle, it's all progress. And also, one thing I do want to talk about nutrition that has really like helped me was just making sure I'm eating like a bunch of different whole foods. I'm getting like those micronutrients, all the vitamins I need, and also like gaining muscle, you're gonna have to increase your protein. But here's the thing, like, if you eat too much protein for your body, that can be a bad thing. So just like finding the right balance of like the different macros, and don't cut anything out. That's like macros, like you need carbs, you need fats, especially girls, like we need carbs and fats. I'm not a guy, so like I don't really know, but like for your body and your hormones to function, you need those carbs, you need those fats. Listen to your body will tell you what it wants, and that's a lot of the time what it needs. So I hope this was helpful, and this is kind of like what I've learned from my ups and downs on my health and fitness journey. I've had some major wins and some major failures, but that's kind of like what I've taken away and how I've gotten to a point in high school where I feel like I'm really healthy, I'm toned, and I'm like taking control of my fitness. So I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.